He wanted to come and keep something in my house. So when he got my house, he said, Alpha, you're not doing a party in January. I said, Shegun Johnson, who is making more money out of me and you?
Yeah,
who is supposed to do party? You are the one that will do party. It's not me that will do party.
January this year, right?
I'm not doing party.
He brought Shegun Johnson amongst other celebrities.
No, I did not bring Shegun Johnson. Shegun Johnson is my friend. He just visited. He visited my house.
I wish Zainab and Okwe could come on set. He just attest to this.
Zainab.
They cannot come on set.
When did he come? Was it not in the evening? He just breezed in. He just visited.
Okay, you know what? We'll talk about that and catch up on more things you've been up to. But of course, the last but definitely not the least, one of the best voices you hear on radio.
I actually have something. I have a gist for you guys.
No worry, you give us a
very high level gist.
You give us a gist.
And it concerns the black table. Just so you guys know, black table has got into Aso Rock. Somebody reach out to me.
GOTV. Let me just introduce him.
I'm not joking. I'm serious.
Just before they carry you guys.
No jokes. No jokes.
The man over there is the most faithful man in Lagos.
Keep it fresh, man.
The most faithful man in Lagos. Outside of Lagos,
Gang is looking very different today.
So you went outside Lagos for a couple of weeks.
No, that was for grieving.
Yes.
We were grieving.
And after the grieving, did you?
We came back to Lagos.
Okay. So.
And I traveled with Madame as well. So.
Okay. So
we know how to behave in the presence of greatness.
End of.
Okay. There's no
need to looking very different. Look at Gang. He's looking different.
He cut his hair.
You see, when the Lord touches your life,
a lot of things.
You need to spread the gospel.
Wow.
All right, we'll be hoping that you do that and much more on tonight's edition of the Black Table.
Exactly.
All right. So, thank you guys. Lovely to see you. That gist will take it right after the short break. It is still the ultimate men's guide, the Black Table. We will be right back.
You always take the bill on the first date, second date, and third date. Bro code.
Always treat your bros the way you want to be treated. Bro code.
Hello, TVC Communications. How can I help?
What makes TVC the right choice for my business?
Excellent question, sir. Let me share some exciting facts with you.
Start your day on TVC Entertainment with Wake Up Nigeria, a family and lifestyle show. Your view empowers women globally.
It's your view, let it count.
Entertainment Splash delivers the hottest celebrity trends. On TVC News, we keep you informed with breaking news and in-depth analysis of events shaping the world.
I will continue.
TVC News at 7 and TVC News at 10 p.m. delivers the most important stories of the day. Max FM, your hit music radio station, captivates listeners daily across Lagos and Abuja, making every commute more enjoyable. Adaba 88.9 FM is not left out, as it is the voice of Southwest. And on TVC Digital, we reach to million viewers daily. All together, pulls in over 17 million viewers daily. Contact us on 0707 272 8338 or marketing at tvccommunications.tv. Partner with TVC Communications today. Let's grow together.
TVC Communications, Nigeria's leading independent broadcast company, has been officially designated as a great place to work. Over the past few years, we have transformed our workplace into one which is respectful, caring, rewarding, and provides great benefits to all our 500 employees. We thank our team for giving us the chance to show that partnership between employer and employee really works. TVC Communications, officially designated as a great place to work, and now the only broadcasting and media company not just in Nigeria but throughout continental Africa to be fully certified. TVC Communications, a great Nigerian company, a great Nigerian place to work.
Welcome back to the most exciting Friday edition of the Black Table. What we do is that every Friday, tops the previous Friday, and we keep doing that just for your viewing pleasure. Okay. Now, before I get into the quick fires we have tonight, I just want to ask the guys how their week has been so far. I want to start with Rich Uncle.
Temu.
He was Timmy.
Temu.
Timmy is frustrating everybody.
Can you expatiate a bit more on that?
You sleep and wake up, Temu.
What's that?
So I don't know what
Why
it
are you
is.
guys going to give them free press? They have press all over the place.
I don't. So
those guys that keep popping up on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
I want to know what the advert budget for that platform is because it's
ridiculous.
everywhere.
Everywhere.
At one point, I even bought something safe.
You at the point.
There's no way you not see something that you want to buy.
You know the funny thing.
There is no
at
way.
a point, yeah. I was talking to someone about a particular type of jewelry,
right?
And guess what? It came up, and I'm like, how is
no,
this
they're
so?
everywhere.
So you see, the thing is this, right? The algorithm right now is
They're
so
everywhere.
wicked that it is so bad that if I think about something in my head, I see it.
Man,
I'm not
that's
joking.
crazy.
If I think in my head now that I want to buy so and so, I'll just start seeing it.
Okay, so what I learned and what I've discovered recently is that your phones are spying on you.
Yeah. So did you know that if you put up your phone like this for a few minutes, did you know that there is an infrared on your phone?
That comes up,
that pops up every
I see it.
5 to
I'm like,
10 seconds.
You guys are paranoid.
No, gang, no,
You know
jokes
that?
apart, like, there's nothing hidden anymore.
No,
Yeah,
there's
but
nothing.
I'm surprised that you guys are talking about this in 2024. This is knowledge that everybody has been
No,
circulating
see,
on.
Yes,
see,
you know,
the
but a lot
truth
of
is
people don't
this.
know about
The
it
truth
really,
is
at the
this.
end
A
of
lot
the
of people do not know about it.
Yeah.
You're spot on that.
Now,
But
that's
now
why-
it's
that's
even
why-
more weird
That's why
because
you have to be careful what you sign up to when you're downloading apps.
Yeah.
Some apps actually, when you agree to terms and conditions,
Ask.
you know what,
Apple
guys,
to track.
guys,
they have access to
please
so many things. on
indulge
your phone.
me on
Yeah.
this. Every night after every edition of the Black Table, what comes up on your social media?
Podcast.
Conversations about men,
Podcasts,
podcasts about men, how men need to do stuff. So I'm like, wait, I'm being bugged. What's going on?
No, not
because
necessarily. No, wait. Before we think it's some kind of witchcraft. Sometimes, like if you read the terms and conditions for things like TikTok and some other things, sometimes your phone, they are locked into your keypad. They follow your keystrokes. Places you visit, they can tell you more about you than you can tell yourself.
well, I'm not visiting gay sites.
No, but
So
maybe,
guys, in addition to
but
what you
you
just
might
said-
have friends that are, like your friend Zeno. So you might have, you might have people that are. So based on your timeline, based on your timeline, you get me? Based on your timeline, they can see your life.
No.
I'm sorry.
So I'll just give you an example. He was wondering why you were seeing gay stuff, and I was like, you might
No,
have.
I that was a joke.
Oh, sorry, I thought it was serious.
That was a
Even
joke.
worse.
That was a joke, man.
No, but that's it. People don't know these things. That the terms and conditions say that they can monitor everything that's on your phone. They have access to all your
In addition
files.
to what you just said, right? So there's something I've noticed on this, this Meta AI.
Yeah.
So did you know that Meta AI is now recording names, recording patterns on your question board? What that means is this. So I do a lot of letters, a lot of stuff on Meta AI, draft this letter, say this and all of that. So I realized that I did a letter to a particular person with the person's name and then, took it off and left, right? The next time I went back to Meta AI, I requested for a letter and AI literally wrote the same name
letter, same name
that I addressed to the last person in the new letter.
This is the right letter. Yeah, it is.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I think you see this. I don't know where this AI thing is going to. I don't know where this whole algorithm thing is going to. But I don't see it going to a very nice place.
But do you know the weird thing is this? I remember when I was a kid and I first saw the Terminator, then Arnold Schwarzenegger, and they were talking about artificial intelligence and robots and all of that. Yeah. I used to think like, okay, you know what, this is sci-fi.
Yeah, this can happen.
But guess what?
Well, it's happening right now.
It's happening in today's world.
It's happening right now.
There's a lot of advancements in technology.
And you know the funny thing, right? The funny thing is the fact that, you know, the Simpsons have predicted a lot of things that we're seeing today.
And even if you watch movies like Back to the Future, there's so many things that they anticipated would happen.
It's happening today. It's happening today.
And you know, it's crazy because the world has advanced so fast in the last 60 to 70 years that things that people will think it's witchcraft, like you said earlier, is now like reality today.
Talking about witchcraft, did you know that they released a video this week? Somebody literally picked up a picture from their phones like this and threw it into...
Yeah, I saw that.
What do you call that? It's witchcraft.
That's witchcraft. That's Benin witchery.
I said sorcery. I literally call this sorcery because, I mean, how do you pick up a picture like this?
Like the phone is right in front of you, and then I want to transfer something to Richard,
and you just throw it into it.
And I just toss it, and it picks it up, and that's it.
Come on.
That's the advancements of technology.
What's going on?
Yeah. Don't worry, the world will end soon, then we can rest. Guys, don't worry.
All right, thank you, gang, for that.
I never get money.
Approach, but calm down. It's not ending anytime soon,
bro.
Okay, so our first quick fire is a very funny one, and it's not within the country. It's actually in Europe, somewhere outside the country.
Right.
Sex workers can now have regular job contracts in Belgium, and
finally,
as a result,
rich uncles people can raise.
they'll be entitled to health insurance, pension, sick days, and maternity leave.
Wow.
Or maternity leave, excuse me. Interesting because in Europe, especially in Belgium, in Holland,
where you have the red light districts.
Yeah, the red light districts. You know, this is something that as long as it's under control and regulated, it's allowed. Now, Gang talked about the world being, you know, coming to an end. Do you think with this, there's more encouragement for sex workers in Belgium and around the world? I want to ask Rich Uncle first. Not that I'm saying you have experience in that, but I'm just asking you what your thoughts are. Morally, what do you think that does? Does it encourage more women and men to go into adult entertainment, so to say?
No, but first of all, prostitution is like the oldest profession in the world. So it's not, whether you legalize it or not, it's always there. It will always be there. It will forever be there. So acknowledging its existence is actually for your own good, right?
Yeah.
And I remember when I was growing up in Sule, this street off Ojo, like Ilara Street. It's a very notorious. Basically, I think that would have been our own red light district. Ilara Street, go there at night, see women of, what do they call them?
I don't know. I'm not.
Stop it. Women of easy virtue. Yes. Women of easy virtue. Like, and when you travel abroad, you now realize, and you experience those things. You're like, we get this thing for Lagos now. It's just that for us, it's shrouded in secrecy, and then we don't want to acknowledge the existence. But I think, as an adult, whatever you want to do with your body, it's up to you. If you want to sell it, if you want to use it to make money, fine. I mean, women make millions on OnlyFans now. If that's the way you want to go.
But now it's more like a bit more coordinated. I want to talk to you. You're also well traveled.
It's very well versed in things like that.
Been to some interesting countries.
And of late, we don't know.
You know what's going on.
So give us insight.
So, what are your thoughts on what Rich Uncle has said?
Well, when we look at it generally, the truth is, like he said, it's the oldest
profession
in the world. And you see, the truth is this, right? One of the things I've realized about the developed world is they identify the problem and they provide solutions to it.
Yeah.
We in Nigeria
deny the existence of that problem.
We identify the problem because what you must understand is that Nigerians are one of the most intelligent people in the world. We know the problem, we identify it, and we continue to talk about the problem. We never prefer solutions to it. Why? Number one, yes, prostitution is this, prostitution is that, but prostitution is everywhere, is in every strata of the economy
so
in
Nigeria.
Nigeria.
Do you think it should be legalized?
Now, that's what I'm going to. When we know that it's already there, why don't we legalize it? Allow these people be. The red light district in Amsterdam is a money-making venture.
Veteran. Oh, mommy, where does that?
Do you understand what I'm saying?
He was specific about the geographical location. The red light district in Amsterdam.
Do you understand? The red light district in Belgium.
You know the one in Belgium too? Hey, God, I beg. God, I beg.
Do you understand? The point is that these guys actually get taxed from these places.
Okay.
Let me give you an example.
Serious?
Yeah,
you don't know.
They do get taxed.
Government collectors for what?
Yeah. It's regulated.
See, it's regulated. That's the thing. And one thing you must understand about regulating things is it doesn't allow it go out of proportion.
Okay.
It safeguards everybody involved. It safeguards the person who involved. It safeguards the person who is coming for the service as well. All right. In this case, they are kidnapping people. There's no regulation. That's why they can kidnap people. Exactly. That's why they can pick up a girl and dehumanize her. That's why they can pick up a girl and decapitate her. All right, because there is no regulation whatsoever.
Yeah,
all right.
Can I jump
together?
in?
All right, and then you figure it out.
That's your favorite position.
All right,
jump in, bro. Jump in.
So
jump in.
I agree.
Do you ever get injured when you jump in?
Never. When you're skilled, you're skilled. I agree with Dex so much. That's why the term commercial sex work came into being, because they've commercialized it. And once the government sees that you're making money from something and they can legalize things and make money in return, that's when the regulation comes in.
That's right.
If you look at marijuana in certain countries as well, while it has been legalized,
I was going there.
It's because the government is able to now make money off it.
So the tax, the system.
You get me?
Yeah.
And some people don't know this, and I stand to be corrected. In Nigeria's own constitution, prostitution is not illegal.
Bros, let me give you.
Did you say
let me give you an example.
It's not. There's no way in Nigeria's constitution that you will find where it tells you
that prostitution is a crime.
So after the black,
you might find. Now here's the funny thing. However, in some state laws, they ban it in their places.
Yes.
But in the national constitution,
yes,
they haven't come out.
We really need to.
They have not come out to condemn prostitution. That's why it still exists, and they don't hold anything to it.
My brother, let me be honest.
That's why Nigeria is always on the back.
Let me be honest.
When it comes to marijuana, Nigeria is at the back.
Let me be honest with you, right?
Yeah.
Even if there were to be legal rules, right, laws binding on people that, okay, we don't want prostitution, do you think that prostitution will end? Do you know that prostitution is actually the bedrock of people's survival in this country? Did you know
this
that?
country? Wow.
You don't know? See, let me tell you something. What you must also understand is this. You talked about marijuana. Bro, if I told you that the amount of money that can be made from marijuana in this country is way more than how much Nigeria will make from oil, would you believe me?
I would believe you.
Everything in marijuana is money. The oil from marijuana is money. The marijuana itself is money. The scent is money. Do you know that marijuana, you can use marijuana for clothing?
I don't know that. I'm sure you
do.
do.
So, you see, there was a governor that passed on, I think Ondo State governor, the former Ondo State governor that passed on, was about to legalize marijuana in Ondo State. Do you know what would have happened if that happened? That would have made
a lot of people will go there for the business.
That would have made Ondo State a hub, a destination hub for people who like marijuana.
Okay, so I know there's medical marijuana.
Do you know what that would have done?
Whereby it's prescribed.
Yes, medical marijuana or no medical.
But I just want to ask this quickly so that we can go to our next quick fire. Do you think prostitution should be regulated and, like, Dex said, legalized? I want a yes or no because I'm
okay. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Because whether it's not or not, people are still going to do it.
People are still
control
doing
it.
So
people are still doing it.
Rich uncle, regulated.
No, but it is what it is. It's there, clear.
Acknowledge
the existence. That's all.
I'm so sorry. Let me ask you a question.
No. It said yes. It said yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Okay. So, the Sharia law Does it allow prostitution?
No.
Good. I rest my case.
I don't know what you.
But no. But
I rest my case.
I'm with you on this.
I do not. Don't say anything. I do know.
I do
no. But so just
to marry temporarily for sex.
No. To explain, to actually clarify this. I think first of all, one of our greatest problems in Nigeria is that we're not actually operating a true federation. Once we start operating a true federation, you understand that my ways are different from your ways. Your ways are different from my ways. So. Marijuana is legalized in America. It's not all of America.
Thank you.
Exactly. Do you understand? There's some states where it's legal. There's some states where it's illegal.
That's it.
If you feel like prostitution will increase your state's revenue,
bro, let me give you an example. So Obudu Cattle Ranch is where?
In Calabar.
Calabar, right? Yeah. Imagine that with that kind of Obudu Cattle Ranch, they now add marijuana as legal, in the state. Everybody will just take it that Cross River is the chilling state. Let's go and be holiday in there. Okay. Before you know it, their GDP goes up.
As a disclaimer, we are not
advocating for
marijuana.
Why are you putting disclaimer
about it?
Yeah.
So because we're talking about things that society sees as an evil.
Yes.
So we're quick to jump on it. We're not advocating for that. We're advocating for the government to make money. They find it hard to even sort out the fuel crisis alone, let alone dabble into marijuana and other things.
Bro,
so when these old men are gone and the younger people take over,
let me tell you
see how things will change.
I used to think and I'm happy you talked about these old people, right? This mentality.
Gosh, we went there.
This mentality of anybody that smokes marijuana
is a bad person.
Is a nuisance.
What about anyone that patronizes commercial sex workers?
Very useless human being. Highly irresponsible. Do you understand? But my point is that Egmont will still go behind and still do what he needs to do. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Now that you
said this. My point is this. I was about to say something.
Okay, after you, I'll say what
I was about to say to you that in all of this, all right, marijuana, the thought of it itself, I used to think that anybody that smokes marijuana or uses marijuana is a useless. In fact, that person is a menace to society. Until I left the shores of this country, they made me feel like.
I thought you were going to say until you smoked marijuana.
No, I don't smoke. I don't smoke. I
have consumed marijuana.
Hey,
I consume marijuana.
So guess what?
I don't smoke.
So let me tell you guys one thing.
My point is, when I left the country, they made me feel like
what's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
So my grandmother, while I was growing up, I spent most of my time with my grandmother, and she made me believe that once you smoke that thing, your life is over. So till this day, that mental block is there. Anybody that I see doing, I'm like, he goes soon die. He goes soon mad. He goes soon crazy. But am I happy for that? Yes, because in all honesty, when you think about it, not everything is for everyone.
Yeah, true. Exactly.
And you need to understand that just the way some people cannot handle their liquor, some people can.
So to wrap this up, I would say that in my younger days, I experienced it, and I found that it wasn't for me, so I quit it.
So what was the worst thing I did when you were high on marijuana?
I can't remember. But I wanted to just
let
you...
Did you enjoy it?
Yes, I did. To an extent, there was a lot of enjoyment in it. It took me to a place I hadn't been to, and I don't know where that place is anymore. But it's a youthful experience.
Would it be the same thing, the same place you go to when you jump in?
No.
It's a different
type of
But to talk about your prostitution, there's a story.
My prostitution,
there's a story. It just came to me.
Okay. Let's say the man.
There's some parts. If it's not the entire Japan, but there are parts in Japan, people don't see. Like if your partner patronizes prostitution, it's not seen as infidelity.
It's not.
Because they feel as if there's no emotional attachment to it. You just pay for the service. If you're not getting this at home, you just come out, quickly pay for it, and just move on.
In fact, some of them have subscription plans.
Which goes back to what I was going to say before Dec finalized what we was talking about. If we're being honest, the reason why the sex commercial world is very simple. They are that women are not willing to stoop to their level. There are men out there that women are not ready to stoop to their level. And sometimes these men need a certain level of release. And guess what? Their so-called types don't want them. And that's why you see several women that guys, and those are the people those guys go to say their gratifications and all of that.
No, but actually,
and that's how I say it.
There's a need there, and they're serving the need.
Thank you. There's a need, and they're serving the need.
Yeah.
All right. Talking about needs and what
did
we
you know
don't
that? Did you know that there was an association of prostitutes in Nigeria?
I wouldn't know, bro. I wouldn't know. I don't know them.
And I'll tell you
he doesn't
why.
smoke. He doesn't prostitute.
No, hold on.
Next.
So hold on.
How would I know?
So let me. So yeah. So
are you serious?
So yes, they came out one time on
they have
on
members.
television. Yes, on television to talk about the fact that they wanted government to respect their rights.
They should actually. I'm not gonna lie, they should.
Do you understand what I'm saying? I remember this, and because I watch news a lot, and when I saw, I was like, wow, okay, interesting. All right, I didn't know that there was a recognizable association to that effect.
Probably not registered by law, though.
Yeah.
Probably not
recognized
by the law. Yeah. Most probably wouldn't. Well, Nigeria is a very be careful country.
You have to be careful.
So let me ask you guys: would you prefer for the government to legalize prostitution or LGBTQ?
Prostitution.
Yeah, no get to. I don't.
Prostitution, okay.
I have a question. No vex. No vex.
Oh, what's the question, sir?
What's the difference?
Oh, there's a lot of difference. You know what?
Yeah.
We can get to.
So you're telling me now that pause. You're telling me that this prostitution ring we're talking about is only women?
Okay.
Miles.
He has a point then.
What are you saying?
You know what? Let's put a lead on it. We'll probably do some more findings on that, and then we'll talk about it much later. But our next quick fire is about the police command in FCT. We had police commissioner in Abuja that talked about tinted glasses on vehicles and how it's been banned in Abuja. Now, this is something that's happened many times over in the country as a whole, whereby today the police say, okay, you know what, tinted glasses on vehicles are banned, and then next time they're like, oh, it's okay, and all of that, and they keep going back and forth. But there are a few things he said about tinted glasses in Abuja. They were specific about Abuja. Now, there are a lot of kidnappings that have happened recently around the entire country, and what that implies is that sometimes people are going through distress moments, and the police can't really spot it. But if we really want to break it down, is it the tinted glasses of vehicles that is causing all of this, or this is just another way for them to deflect the what's the word to use now? The fact that they're not doing their job well enough.
You want me to say something?
I'm looking at you, yeah.
Wait.
Now you are the look, and you know why.
Well,
is your car tinted?
Yes, my car is tinted.
Okay. Which one your car is tinted?
It's decked though.
Since 1845.
No, my car is tinted. So what about
my
yours?
car is tinted.
My car is not
And I'll
tinted.
tell you
I have
why
nothing to
my car
hide.
is tinted.
Okay.
My glasses are photochromic glasses. I'm not able to, see
Taking
properly in the sun. When the sun comes in so much, like, my eyes will start tearing up. And if you can see my eyes,
They're
really
fresh,
red and
boy.
everything,
It's okay.
right?
We know.
And all my cars are tinted. All. If I could tint my bike, I would tint it.
You're a premium guy.
However, no. So I need you to understand that. That's why even my helmet is tinted and all of that. I have medical documents to back that up.
Yeah.
Now the thing is this, right? What I see about this whole tint or no tint issue is it has been a back and forth.
Exactly.
Thing. It has come up, gone off, come up.
Yeah.
It seemed to me as if maybe if a particular dispensation comes in, or maybe like a regime, like a police regime comes in, and they feel like I don't feel like having tint, they ban it.
They ban it.
And then when maybe they promote that person, or maybe that person retires, another person comes in, they bring it back.
It's all good.
Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't think tint is the major problem in Nigeria as we speak.
Okay.
And I'll tell you what, there are rules and regulations and there are laws in this land. All right? You are approaching a checkpoint. I mean, we have checkpoints all over the place in this country.
Yeah.
You are approaching a checkpoint. You know that you should wind down your glasses.
Yeah, turn on your lights.
Turn on your lights.
If the police wants to check your
Do you
vehicle,
understand
you
what
need
I'm
to
saying?
let them check the vehicle.
However, who is to say that even if people have the glasses up, are we going to remove the doors as well? What if they lie them flat? We have had stories of when, you know, they lie people flat, you know, between the hinge of, you know, the front seat and the back seat.
Yeah.
Do we need to remove the doors so that we can see through as well? We don't need that. What I think we need to do is put, you know, specific things in place, all right? Make the right moves and put our officers and train our officers properly to understand the nitty-gritty of, you know, the nitty-gritty of security, all right? You see, security is not a lot of physical than intuition. You must be smart. You must be aware of what is happening around you.
Yeah.
All right. And I don't think I need a police officer to be able to see through the glass of a car to know what's happening.
Because really, I know in Lagos, I don't know about anywhere else around the country. In Lagos, there are this public vehicles called One Chance that people get into. They're not tinted vehicles. They pick up people and they do all sorts of things.
They're not tinted.
Which makes me question certain
Let me give you an example.
Police.
If the three of us were in a vehicle, all right, an untinted vehicle, and I held a gun to your side, would you make a move, even if you saw a police officer?
No, because that would be the end.
It defeats the purpose of whether or not it's tinted. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what I think is the police needs to now update their security apparatus, all right? Put certain things in place to safeguard
Because everywhere else around the world, this is not an issue. Because everyone who, by some reason, like you said, is medical, and for most people,
that's what I wanted to say. You know, Deck mentioned about how he has documents that can actually warrant him to use certain things in his vehicle. The fact is, if you look at it, even the Nigerian police, you can get tint permits. There's so many.
Definitely.
I have a
Do you understand?
permit.
So you can get these permits. So people are allowed to have tints.
So I think from
some people don't follow that process and get tints. Now the problem we have with the Nigerian police force and other security agencies, there's this eye service type of situation. There's the kind of vehicle you see with tints that you don't have the courage to stop them and demand certain things from them, so you let them slide. When you see other vehicles that you feel are of lower class or quality, wondering why is this Mini Corolla tinted or something, you get? But when this Mercedes is allowed to have tints,
so hold on.
Yeah, exactly.
In addition to what you said, so you know, Olamide talked about the fact that they talked about tint as well. So apparently the police officer didn't talk about tint alone. He also talked about covering of plate numbers. And what you must also understand is that a Toyota Corolla will not cover his plate number.
Yeah, but what did you see? The most important
will not cover his plate number. There are Mercedes-Benz Land Cruisers that cover plate numbers. I had an event over the weekend. I had VIPs come for the event. I was struggling to see their plate. All of their plate numbers were covered.
But that's this is the point I was trying to make. At the end of the day, like when I saw this video, I didn't know whether it was 2024 or whether it was 20 years ago. Because that's what discussion has been happening. In all honesty, this is one of the cases that needs to start at the top.
That's correct.
Do you understand? Okay, all you big shots up there that are driving around with tints, get rid of your tints. That way we can now hijack those lower class people that you feel shouldn't be tinted. But as long as certain people are driving around with tints, what stops somebody else from having tints?
That's correct.
Gang, thank you. Rich Uncle, do you have anything to add to that?
It's sad that almost every time you have a new commissioner of police or a new IG of police, this issue of things will come, fall. Because I remember about 15 years ago, that was the very first time a policeman stopped me and was telling me why was the back door of my car tinted. It was an SUV, no, not SUV, MPV, all those Sienna type of cars. And I was like, that's how the car came now. It's a factory tint. And they said, oh, you have to have a factory, you have to get what's that thing called? You have to get a tint permit. So I got a tint permit for that. And then after a while, tint permit disappeared. What about the next car? You had to officially apply to the police for a tint permit. Maybe a year later, that one self died. It's like, it just feels like, okay, it's a very low-hanging fruit that every IG of police just feels like, okay, hey, we'll ban tint. Then 2 months into it, everybody can do whatever they want.
It's sad because it seems like it's a way for the police to squeeze people.
So my own is this: you can't. I mean, like he rightfully said, there are cars that have tints, and the owner he's driving it not because he wants things, but because sun rays are harmful to him.
Yeah.
What is going to happen to people like that?
So I think, just to round up before we go on the break, I think the police need to define who qualifies for a taint, what the process is.
So first of all, I don't think you can legally say certain level of people can use things and the other. What are you saying? We're all citizens of Nigeria. Let's be realistic.
So just like what Gang says,
let's be realistic.
You know what, if it doesn't apply to one Nigerian, it shouldn't apply to every other Nigerian.
No, so and then it also makes you realize that for me, I think it's just the easy way out. Like, okay, we'll ban things. Oh, that's our way of combating kidnapping. No, you're not. That's just you not doing anything.
Thank you so much.
That's you not doing anything.
You're blaming the problem of kidnapping on teens.
You know that
you're not doing anything.
This thing that you just said is very interesting.
It's not doing anything.
Because you can look at it from two different angles.
Okay.
Number one, yes, okay, you can talk about it from the fact that yes, we might not be able to see the people in the car, but you know that in that same light, it also protects people from unscrupulous elements as well.
I mean, it's a two-way argument.
But this is what I don't understand.
Really said
this is what I don't understand. You're blaming crime because you can't see the criminals. And then when you can see the criminals, what do you do about the crime?
Exactly.
Okay, all right.
Exactly.
Thank you very much. We'll take a quick break. When we return, we talk about our main topic for tonight. Have you ever dated a... What? All right, we'll go on a break. Have you ever dated someone that's so petty at things that they affect your life directly? Dory, for more, we'll come back to you after the short break. It's still the Black Table, the Ultimate Men's Guide. See you in a bit.
As a guy, when it comes to every decision you're taking, ask yourself, who am I and how is this going to impact on my person? Bro code.
All right, welcome back. It's still the Black Table. There's so much conversation going on behind the scenes.
Yes,
and if you caught us, it's all good because we're only trying to reveal the truth. Like I said, the Black Table is a no-holds-barred talk show for men, about men, and by men. And it is definitely the Ultimate Men's Guide where men steam off about certain things that we go through. Now, before we get into our main topic for this evening, I'm just going to read out this, and then you guys can tell me what you feel. Now, it goes like this. A lady who was so pissed off about relationship with a particular person wrote to a federation, a football federation in Zimbabwe, and told them the reasons why they shouldn't elect or vote someone in as a president of their federation. Now I'm just going to read through it and then you guys can tell me what your thoughts are. And that's why I said, have you ever been with someone that they're so, you know, petty about things that
and it can be detrimental.
That they can be detrimental. I'm sure everyone has got different experiences. Maybe not you guys here, but I'm sure guys out there can give certain experience. So yeah, it goes like this. It will impregnate all female players and official administrators. Woman explains why her baby daddy should not be elected as head of Zimbabwean Football Federation. So I'm just going to read the entire note that she sent. It goes like this. Dear at online_Zifa, I have a song with aspiring Zifa president, Themba Meliswa. I just wanted to notify you that he holds no decorum to hold such a prestigious position and is an irresponsible father. To date, he has never contributed a single cent towards Tino's upkeep, Tino being the son, the child that she had for him. I'm surprised that he's even printing out t-shirts and buying you guys lunch. When Tino Tender, who's now 3 years old and is living in Australia, is at the mercy of the Australian government. Themba Meliswa abandoned his responsibilities as a father and has no respect for women at all. He only looks after certain kids to suit a certain narrative. When you say certain kids, maybe he's got multiple other children. You will be putting all your female soccer players and office staff at risk of being taken advantage of. And before you know it, The whole team and office administrators will be pregnant by September. Now, it goes on and on and on and on. But what I wanted to really say is this. We're just going to take a page out of this and then talk about the situation. Aside this being really funny, as anyone on the table, being through a situation whereby, you know, you've gone through this failed relationship, situationship, whatever you want to call it, and then it's beating you back really hard when this person steps up and goes after you, maybe based on an opportunity or your job or your career or something. Has that ever happened to anyone on the table here?
Oh yeah, that has happened to me in the past.
Of course.
Did you say of course?
Vindication.
No, so
we're coming to you.
When you're a skillful navigator.
This happened to me when I actually didn't have anything.
Before you became a skillful navigator. Well,
I literally didn't have anything. Like I remember that this girl was, you know, my mom's friend's daughter, right?
You kept it in family.
So no. So she liked me so much that she, you know that kind of puppy love where you like a person so much, you don't tell the person that you like them so much, but you can't have it when that person is talking to other people.
I don't know
if that makes sense.
No.
I don't know.
I've heard of such.
Do you understand what I'm saying? In your mind. In her mind, she liked me very much.
Did you sleep with her?
No, not at all.
Really?
Not at all. Literally.
Why don't I believe
you're not listening, guys. You need to listen to understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm listening.
She liked me so much. She didn't tell me. So that means that we had not even started talking. But she didn't want to see me with other people.
Okay.
Okay.
So she was erratic, you know, about the fact that, you know, maybe she sees me talking to somebody and I'm probably not even talking about anything intimate or anything like that. I'm just, she just throws tantrums and all of that. I remember that she invited me to her house one time like that. And, you know, I didn't realize, because I was too naive to even realize that she was trying to, you know, hit on me and everything. So me, I was just being normal and you know, I was just normal guy. You understand what I'm saying? Only for me to leave her house because she said something very annoying or something like that. And I just left her house and I think maybe the next weekend or something, I went to church. And this girl storms into church, bro, while we were having drama practice. And she went, is it because I like you? That's why you're doing this. You're talking to so person. How can you be talking to so person? And I'm like, you know,
you must have been very confused.
I was like, you know, we're not even dating. Like, we're not even in a relationship. What's going on here?
Ever at any point in time make her feel? Because sometimes men lead women on.
Dude, I said I didn't even know anything was going on. I did not
You're
have
not smiling at
You don't
her.
know. You just had that swag, that game.
I do not tell her.
He just oozed boyfriend material.
Yeah. So for me, I was just looking, I'm like, what's going on here? Like, I've never had any conversation to this effect to you.
Okay.
What's going on? So for me, I'm thinking that if I had gone into a relationship with somebody like that and for any reason we had an issue, it would have been a very colossal error. You know, something detrimental could have happened. These are the kind of girls that can stab you. These are the kind of girls that can poison somebody because of you or do something absolutely ridiculous.
Fatal attraction, yeah?
So that's it.
Okay, Rich Uncle, any experiences in that line? I know you once mentioned...
Before we even go, let's first tear this story apart. So, hearing that, listening to that, you can tell that it's coming from a bitter woman. And a bitter woman most times is not really a reasonable woman. Because she said he only takes care of certain kids. That means she's aware of the existence of certain
other kids.
So you got into that situation knowing fully well there were
what
others,
you're about to get to.
but you still went in.
As far as I'm concerned, I don't think... I'm so sorry, but I don't think there's any reason for that organization to listen
to what she says.
There's no reason for
because
that.
First she's not a credible woman.
No. There's no reason.
Woman.
There's no reason to take the words of a scorned person.
Exactly.
Over the reputation of the man.
She's not a credible woman because she never talked about its capacity or its capabilities.
Thank you.
She talked about everything personal.
And I always say this that see, we all have different personalities in our life. Your work personality is different from your house personality, is different from your personality with your boys. Does he deliver on the job? Is he able to do it? Can he do it? That's all we need.
Capacity?
That's all we need.
It.
Whether you and him slept and you have children, that's your business.
If he eventually now does something wrong,
it's a different conversation entirely. It's a different conversation entirely. But to now say,
but you will say because we don't think that, or we are hoping that he doesn't do it, and then you judge the person based on maybe he would. No, come on.
It's completely.
That's why we're talking about this. You're going to say something.
No, I've been fortunate enough to be such a great boyfriend. And now such a great husband that I haven't scorned anyone to the point. I swear that they would wish me.
By this time next we'll go ask the caller, we'll ask the viewers to call in.
Listen, this is an international show. People all over the globe.
So you're saying that there's no woman that hates you from
there's no woman that can call in or send a message and say this is what I did to her and doesn't wish me well.
Next week we're going to have a live call.
I would tell anybody,
wait, calm down. He said he didn't do any wrong, so it has nothing to do with whether you scorned or not.
So, well, not to my knowledge.
Okay.
You get me? Yes, maybe some people had liked me and I didn't give them the time or day, but it's not to my knowledge. You know, so I just feel it. Let me toot my horn a little bit. You get me? I don't think I've ever put anybody in that position that now that I've moved on, they would wish ill of me.
So are you saying
that if they heard I got a certain position, they will call in and say, "Don't hire this guy. He's going to do ABC."
But let's talk about Deck. Let's talk about Deck here.
No, of course, there's some witches. There's some witches out there.
Well, because from what Deck said, he didn't do anything.
No, but here's the thing.
No, that's no issue. I'm just trying to understand. You know,
because you make it sound as if I've been with us.
What you do
no, allow me. You're making it sound as if I've been with as many women as you have.
You not hear what I said.
You get me?
Shots.
Oh my gosh. I've not been with as many people as you guys think.
But you know the thing is this, right?
Hold on. There's something there.
Okay.
So what did you just say again?
I said he's making it sound like I've been with as many people as he has been with.
So you think or you believe or you know that he has been with a lot of people?
I've heard things
from
and by his swag.
So he has the swag of a...
No. This guy, come on.
Jesus.
This Olamide, this Jean-Luc Olamide,
hey!
Unilag.
Oh my God. I'm not saying anything. Okay, moving on.
So you can't defend yourself?
I can't defend myself.
Why didn't you?
I don't have to defend myself.
It doesn't.
You know silence is consent. No, but you know silence is consent, yeah?
Silence is not consent.
It is.
Silent means.
Do you remember our body count episode?
Body count episode.
Do you remember?
Wait.
You talk about.
Wait. No. That was Mazino putting himself on the spot.
No, that was you, bro. That was you. Like, but it's okay. It's okay.
Innocent.
So that's why I know my number is so low, because I've tried to be a great guy. You know.
But his number is low. It says it's low.
Oh.
He doesn't even know his number.
No. So
even when Diddy says his number is low, his comparison of low to other people.
When you guys are talking about body count, do you count being with certain people multiple times or different people?
Body count means different people.
Different people.
Yeah.
Very low.
Very low. Yeah.
Very low.
Thank you. This is the best of us.
He has messed up.
But let me tell you.
But he's talking about that multiple times
that
now.
person.
The guy, the meter, he don't run the meter down. So
thank you.
I don't do tango.
I don't do
when they were teaching them, how to count.
You're not in that class. You missed that class. Hey, all right. You know what? I'm just going to take some of the social media feedback we have, and then we'll see how we can wrap up the show. At Gaji says the world is really moving into another dimension. Congratulations, Belgium. That's about the first quickfire we took. And then the second one comes from at Yaje. Those movies or The Simpsons didn't predict the future. What's happening with the world is confirmation bias, and we all being programmed to accept this. I know go talk too much before they call me conspiracy. Okay, that's about the rise in technology. And then we have at Metalista. #Temu NG is the weapon fashioned against Nigerians in this Sakpa period.
Bro.
Like Zena says, Sakpa, BMSC. That's interesting. And then we have at Lagata. This Belgium news going to encourage hookup culture more in this Nigerian girls.
That name is suspect, Lagata.
And then we have at Pukwola. Prostitution is only legal because it just benefits women. Whoa.
No, that's
How
not
does
true.
that benefit just women?
That's not true.
I don't agree with you.
I don't agree with that.
At Fifi says, In case you guys don't know a lot, your children, bosses, and pastors smoke the ganja. Nigerians are just backward people.
That's the words of a smoker right there.
Okay, footballer.
Footballer, keep smoking, bro.
Okay, well done. Well done. Sorry, that was from, at Fifi, not footballer. Atolami says, I have a question. Would you prefer your daughter to be a prostitute or your son to be a gege?
Oh, wow.
Okay, you have to choose one. Sorry, bro, Tolami.
We don't want any of them.
We are not picking.
Go and raise your children well.
Go and raise your children well. That's all we can say. At Baby Yola says, do these guys realize most one-chance people use regular cars without tints these days? That's talking about the new
hiding in plain sight.
Yeah, exactly.
Hiding in plain sight. Yes, well said. At Metata says the government are misplaced priorities. SMH.
True.
Still talking about the same tint issue. And we have at Yandi. Why are some women hell-bent on destroying their exes? Just let it go. Life is too short. I've got a final one at outlook.com. Petty females are dangerous. I repeat, you should stay away. When my ex-girlfriend and I had issues, she called my dad that was just recovering from a stroke and told him our child just got into an accident because of me. My dad had a serious stroke after that and couldn't move for months. Yes, talking about the main conversation we had tonight. Yeah, that's crazy. Trust me, there are a lot of crazy women out there.
A lot of things happen out there.
There are a lot of crazy men too. It's not just one gender,
correct.
But you know, because we're men, we can only speak about our own experiences and what men go through. So with that being said, we'll take our Just a Tip tonight. We'll be taking that from Rich Uncle.
Rich Uncle.
A.K.A. Apolloafemi. A.K.A. Balthazar without the videos.
I have no idea what you... I have no idea what you are talking about.
A.K.A. delete those files.
Delete those files!
Oh, but just imagine a person tape leak. Have you guys ever thought about it?
You blow. Okonga.
Make your tape just leak. Hey!
Now, you know, now the thief when they don't catch me
So
thief now.
Can't get it.
So you see, this is why they say that. This is why Jesus said that he who is without sin should cast the first stone, which essentially means
Actually,
that
Jesus didn't say that.
We're all sinners.
Jesus didn't say that.
No, but that's the tip. That's the tip.
Yeshua
right
said that.
Same me.
That's another conversation entirely.
No, but that's the tip.
saying?
But that's the tip right there.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
That's
Yeshua
he
said that.
who is without sin
cast the first stone.
Because the truth is this: at some point or the other, that
When
girl
they
that
catch
is
you.
doing you totori in your head, let me see something now. Tease me now. Tease me now. Do you understand? Same thing, the girl, baby, would you show me something? Let's spice it up. You know, all those kind of crazy stuff. For me personally, I'm not going to ask for noodles, and I'm not giving noodles as well. All right? Because what's the point of seeing noodles when you can see the real thing?
Whoa, you know what, Richard?
Bro,
let's cancel your Just the Tip. Yes, give me the tip. That's
the tip.
Congratulations,
That's the
bro.
tip.
You deserve an award. Okay, this is my drink. I will give that to you. Thank you. I want to say a big thank you to you out there.
Noodles now.
Yeah, it's called noodles. It's called noodles. Italian noodles.
Noodles. Noodles now.
All right, thank you very much, gang. It's always a pleasure having you on the show. Rich Uncle, thank you.
Cheers.
And of course, my man, Deck, the premium MC.
Thank you
very much. It's been another exciting edition of the Black Table. We have to go now, and hopefully we'll see you next week, Friday. It is the first Friday of December, and hopefully we have a super exciting December together. Remember, the brighter the stars, the darker the night, the brighter the stars, blah, 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 blah. You know what I say? We'll catch you next week Friday.
It's okay.
Do have a good night.
Get ready to step into the heartbeat of your city like never before. Welcome to Events Diary, where every moment is a celebration. From the electric energy of Owambe extravaganza, to the richness of our culture, to the sophistication of corporate gatherings, Events Diary is your VIP pass to the hottest gatherings in Nigeria. And guess what? I'll be your guide, your style icon. Each week, join me as I transform from traditional chic to corporate sleek.
Whether it's a birthday bash or a high-profile gala, you won't just sit, you feel like you're right there with me.
Aww. From meetings to evening soirees, I'll be there. Or to the trendiest street festivals or to music concerts, Events Diary has something for everyone.
So join me as we explore the vibrant tapestry of Nigerian scene, one event at a time.